How do you know if you have a rare coin? In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to make sure I'm missing any rare coin worth potentially thousands of dollars. Welcome back to Only Prices. If this is your first time here and you want to learn more about rare coins and paper money, start now by subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss anything. Let's jump right into the video. Up first, we have a 1941 25-cent Washington quarter graded by PCGS, a mint state, 68 with the CAC sticker. So the first thing you're going to notice here is the overall color and tone of the coin. A lot of people confuse this with damage or some sort of rusting that's happening. That's not the case. This is called toning, and collectors really enjoy collecting this sort of look on a coin. Essentially, this happens when the coin is stored. The air will oxidize with the coin and make it look like this, but this is something that's really good. So first of all, the highest grade we can get in grading is 70. That's only 2 points away. You know, this one graded as a 68. The higher the grade, the better the condition, the more money it's going to be worth. This quarter is from 1941. Depending on the date, it's really going to dictate how much the coin is worth. Some of these coins will have a mint mark near the date or on the back of the coin. This has no mint mark. That means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. You can either have the Philadelphia, the Denver, or the San Francisco Mint. Depending on where the coin was minted will depend on how many coins were minted for that specific mint. Also, this has a CAC sticker. Now, the CAC sticker is another third-party company that will evaluate the grade and the overall look of the coin. If they think that the coin was graded accurately and the coin looks really nice, then they will put their sticker on there, and that will increase the value of the coin a lot. So this coin has a lot of things going on for it, which is why it sold for so much money. And this one quarter that was probably found in a coin collection or out in circulation sold for $23,500. Up next, we have a 1942 D. The D mint mark there standing for the Denver Mint. 5-cent Jefferson nickel D over horizontal D. I'll go over that in a second. Graded by PCGS, a mint state, 66 with the full steps on the back. Now there's a lot of things to go over here, but this coin brought a crazy amount of money, and these are the things you want to be looking out for on your Jefferson nickel. So first of all, this is from 1942 and it has the D mint mark there. That D mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was minted. Next, this has the D over D mint mark. That is considered an error. If you look on the back right hand side of the coin and you have a magnification glass, you know, you're going to need some sort of loop or magnification. Some people will say that you need to spend a lot of money, but you really don't. You know, go on Amazon or eBay, pick up a magnifying glass. You don't need to spend a ton of money. You know, I'll link to one below, but you can honestly just go on Amazon and search for one. Not a big deal there, but you need one to be looking out for these errors on these coins. A lot of coins have errors that you can't really see unless you have magnification. Loop into this area. I'll zoom in so you can see essentially that D is not going to look very clear. It had a strike on the die when this coin was minted that looks like it has some sort of doubling there. It is considered a mint error, and collectors really go after and look for these sort of mint errors. PCGS signified that this was a full steps. If you look on the back above Monticello, you can see that the steps are fully there. That's the highest point on the coin on the back, and it's also a harder point for the coin to mint down on. Sometimes when these coins are minted straight out of the mint, they won't have that full steps on the back, so it's hard for that area to be fully clear. So that's a positive thing right there. So if your coin has full steps on the back, like this coin, it's going to increase the value a little bit. And lastly, this coin was graded at a 66, which is a mint state grade. You know, like for example, on the back of this coin, you can see some gashes on the back, a little bit of blemishes. That's okay because that can happen during the minting process. So if your coin has a little bit of damage going on, that's okay. It can still grade really highly. But because this one has all the things going for it, it has the D over horizontal D, it has the full steps on the back, it was graded by PCGS, a mint state 66, and it's from 1942. This one Jefferson nickel sold for $31,725. You know, the coins I go over in this video sold for astronomical prices, and the last thing that you want to do is, you know, take your coin to a pawn shop. I really highly suggest not doing that unless you really need the money. But say you drop your coin collection off at the pawn shop and they offer you $100 or $200. That may seem like a good price, but what if that $100 collection was worth thousands or tens of thousands, like some of the coins, you know, single coins I'm going over in this video. So I recommend, you know, I just don't want anyone to get scammed. So make sure you get the appraisal of multiple people. You know, I recommend going to at least 3 people before selling your coin collection. Look at the videos on my channel. I offer a lot of free advice here. I'm giving value on these coins that are worth a lot of money. I'm showing you what to look out for. So the more you know about these coins, the better educated you are and the more money you can make on your coin collection. If you don't have a coin collection, you can get these coins out in circulation, and make sure if you find them and they look really nice that you keep them in good condition, because condition really does matter matter when it comes to the overall value of your coins. Let's jump into the next coin. So this is a 1950 D over S 25-cent Washington quarter graded by PCGS, a mint state 67 with the CAC sticker. So again, this is one that you're going to need magnification on, because without magnification, you're not going to see this D over S error. And without that error, this coin is not going to be worth nearly as much. But even in a high grade, if you don't have that error, it's still going to be worth good money. But say this quarter you have, you look at it and you see that it has the D over S error there on the back bottom center of the coin, it's still going to bring good money, even in a low grade. So don't think for a second that if your coin isn't in perfect condition that it's not going to be worth good money. If you have a quarter and it's worth 50 bucks or 25 bucks, that's a lot of money for a quarter. You know, that's a lot of money. All the coins I'm showing in this video just brought crazy amounts of money because they have multiple things going on for them that made them sell for a lot of money. So take your magnification glasses out, look on the bottom center of the coin there. If you see your D mint mark has what looks like an S in between it, or that D isn't really clear, that's considered a mint error, and that's going to bring more money in the marketplace. This coin only graded a few points away from the perfect grade of 70. It also has that CAC sticker. Like I've said before in some of my videos, the CAC sticker is another third-party company. If you send your graded coin off to get looked at by CAC, you're not always going to get that CAC sticker, but that one CAC sticker is going to increase the value of the coin significantly, and this one quarter sold for $29,375. Wow, this dime sold for a lot of money. So this is a 1968 10-cent Roosevelt dime, no S, proof like 68, graded by PCGS as a cameo. So typically these coins should have an S mint mark. If your 1968 Roosevelt dime does not have an S mint mark, you could have something worth a lot of money. Proof coins are another thing that are hard to find in circulation. It's not likely you're going to find one in circulation, but if you were handed down a collection from a friend or a family member, you could have a proof coin in your possession. Now, how to identify a proof coin? You can see the backdrop of this coin has a mirror-like appearance to it. That means you probably have a proof coin, but to really know, you're going to have to get it authenticated or looked at by a professional. If you sent me a photo, I would be able to tell you. I offer a service. If you hit the join button, you can cancel at any time, or you could just go to a local coin shop. They could tell you the same thing, but you want to make sure that you get it approved by at least a few people. But again, you know, the condition, how many scratches your coin has, that's really going to dictate how much money the coin is worth. But this is considered an error. They should have an S mint mark, like I was saying. So the no S Roosevelt dimes are going to bring a lot of money. This only graded 2 points away from that perfect grade of 70, and that's why this Roosevelt dime sold for $48,875. Here we have a 1932 D standing for the Denver Mint 25-cent Washington quarter graded by PCGS, a mint state 66. Now 1932 is one of my favorite dates for the Washington quarter, and that's just because it has a low mint run. There weren't many quarters minted for the 1932. When it comes to quarters, condition. The condition really does matter, but honestly, these 1932 quarters in low graded condition, you know, if they're beat up, they're still going to bring more money than most quarters. But because this one graded so highly by PCGS, this quarter, this one 25-cent quarter sold for $82,252. Up next, we have a 1949 D over S 5-cent Jefferson nickel graded by PCGS, a mint state 67 with the full steps on the back. Again, we're going to need our magnifications here. Get your loops out, get some sort of magnification out, and look in the back right corner of the coin. You will see that D mint mark there. It's going to have an S inside of that D. Sometimes it's a little bit blurry, it's hard to see, and if your coin is in lower graded condition, it'll be a little bit challenging to see there, but you could have a D over S mint mark there. And if you do and it's in good condition, you can see some really small nicks and gashes on this coin, but this still brought, you know, it's still graded a very high grade of 67, and this Jefferson nickel sold for $32,900. Let's get into some wheat cent pennies here. So this is the 1909 1 cent VDB. This coin was graded by PCGS, a proof like 67 plus red and brown with a CAC sticker. So quite the mouthful here, but this coin brought crazy amounts of money, guys. So most 1909 VDB coins are not going to be worth this much money, but if you have a lot of things going on for it, like this coin, it could be worth a crazy amount of money. So the first thing you want to look out for on the 1909 penny is the VDB. That is going to be located on the back bottom center center of the coin. That VDB stands for the initials of the designer and engraver of this coin. That's a cool little piece of information there. But PCGS signified that this coin was a proof-like. Proof coins are pretty hard to come across. Like I was saying before, proof coins have a very lustrous, shiny appearance to them. This coin also has a tone to it. You can see the orange and pinkish green color happening here. Collectors love collecting toned coins. If your coin is shiny and lustrous like this, that's going to increase the value of the coin. Also, this was signified as a red and brown. Sometimes these pennies will come as either brown, red, or red and brown like this coin. That's just the color of the coin. Some pennies you can see are very brown, some are very red. If they're in between, they get red and brown. People like collecting all different colors. Also, this has the CAC sticker. That CAC sticker alone in this particular instance is going to increase the value thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. And this one penny, guys, this one penny sold for $258,500. That's right, guys, just a crazy amount of money, $258,500. Here's another holy grail. So this is a 1975 10-cent Roosevelt dime with no S, graded by PCGS, a proof-like 68. This coin has only 2 points away from the perfect grade of 70, but even in low grades, if you come across this coin for some reason, somehow, and it doesn't have an S mint mark anywhere on the coin, this 1975 10-cent Roosevelt dime will bring crazy amounts of money, because this coin sold for $456,000. Another holy grail penny here. This is the 1943 S, S standing for the San Francisco Mint. You can see that S mint mark below the date there. This is a penny struck on a bronze planchet, graded by PCGS, a mint state 63 brown with a CAC sticker. So during the time here, these coins should have been struck on a zinc coated steel planchet. This was accidentally struck on a bronze planchet. So if you have the 1943 penny and it looks brown like this, it should actually look silver. It should have a zinc coated steel planchet. So during the war efforts, they wanted to transition and use these bronze planchets for ammunition, but accidentally this penny got struck. So guys, please, if you have something that looks like this, you want to get it evaluated. Do not get scammed, do not get ripped off. It's going to be really hard to come across something like this, but it is possible. Always keep your eyes peeled for the 1943 S coin that was struck on a bronze planchet, because this coin, this one penny, sold for $504,000. Here we have the same type of penny. This is a 1943, but this one was from the Denver Mint, and depending on when the coin is sold, the markets are constantly fluctuating, but this one sold in 2021, this year, and the market could keep going up, so you never know. But this one penny from the Denver Mint, graded as a PCGS Mint State 64 brown, sold for $840,000. Hit that subscribe button. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you in the next video.